Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Robert with Sherburne Outdoors. Kind of exciting today. We're looking at this thing that looks like a lightsaber. This is the Out-Tas Telescopic Light. It is freaking cool. Real quick before we get started, full disclosure, Out-Tas did send this to me to play with and try out and see if I liked it because I do a lot of camping. I use a lot of lighting products. The result of a Kickstarter project a year or two ago. And it is really, really innovative. It's kind of a niche market in my mind. It's not like full-blown Outlanding where you're going to like replace like a Devos Light Ranger 2000. It's nowhere near that. It's much more small, compact, backpacking. But let's get into it really quick. So this is fairly light. It says it weighs about 1.59 pounds or so. It is pretty cool though. It's a telescopic light even that comes out. It's got a rotating head on it so you can move the light to where it needs to be. It is waterproof. You can drop this into the creek. I don't know that I would leave it submerged or take it diving or anything like that. It's got a 12,000 milliamp hour battery inside. Charging wise, it has a USB-C in. You know me, I love USB-Cs. I try to have everything there, getting way away from just the old USB style. So that's nice. It does have an output. You can charge stuff with this. If you are backpacking, I can see some ideas with that. Love this mount. So you can hold it like I was doing, but it also has a stand where you can click it in like so. It's got some magnetic strips on there, and then it's also got areas where you can put some stakes in. So, and the magnets are pretty good. They'll just stick right on there, and then you can do what you need to do if you've got a magnetic space. So that part's nice. Here's some pictures of me having it on the side of my Jeep last night, trying this out in the dark. Again, we talked about the rotating light. This is pretty cool, actually. So why don't we get in and play with this thing a little bit, talk a little bit about its performance, how well it works, meaning how long will it last while you're out camping. This is a battery powered thing. Will it go my entire trip, or do I got to worry about a recharge? Before we get into anything, with any innovation comes cost, and this thing's pricey. It comes in at $159. I got a link to their site below, as well as Amazon. Also, you can buy it on there. And then I've got a code for 10 bucks off if you want to look at buying this off their site. So getting this going, they talk about it being a flashlight or other things. Where I found this very useful is like sitting in an area not too big. So I did some tests last night. It does have 3 different settings for 40 lumens, 250 lumens, and 500 lumens. Like here's what the 40 lumens looks like. It's pretty low. You can get around your side. Here's a good example of the 250 and the 500. So it gets a lot brighter as you go through. It's got 2 different lighting sizes for cold at 6,000K or warm at 3,000, or I think 3,600K or 3,000K. I think. It does have a 1-year warranty. So with that said, let's play with this. So let's open it up, and you can see here, and it's got a power button. If I click that, it'll let me know how much power I have left. If I get and hold it down just like so, I get my light come on, and again, it moves around. If I click it again, we'll move up to the next setting, and if I click it again, we'll move up to the next setting. So it does get pretty bright. Here's some examples of this being attached to the side of my truck, but also sitting on my tailgate. So this is kind of how I would use this in my events. I've got some other lighting solutions that do a very large area. Now they do show this where you could put it like in a backpack and have it behind you. And they do show this on the box as well. I don't know, I'm not sure about this. I played with this last night. It seemed like there was a huge shadow that kept getting in the way when I was doing this from behind. But I can see the application. They do show it as a flashlight as well, so you could use it like this. Some other things it has, it can by double-clicking quick fast, it does switch to the warmer tones, and it does have some SOS capabilities in there as well. Now, again, pop it up very quickly, sticks up, and then we can set it up and get it to move to where we want it. We can set the light. So this is pretty nice. You can really get tailored. So if you're on your picnic table or you're around your campsite, you can really get this locked in. Now in the box, it's almost like an Apple product. It came really well packaged. So you got your basic box. It came with some stakes that would go inside of here. It's got some stickers for different things, different night modes, different reflectivity. It already comes with some built in. Here's a picture of me outside last night. You can see they are reflective, so you can kind of see this thing if it's in the middle of the night and you're going to it. Unlike some other light products that I've used in the past, this does not have an app, which is no big deal. It comes with a USB charging, comes with a handle, comes with some documentation, which I did not read. And really that's all that comes with it out of the box, but I wouldn't expect more than that. But again, this thing folds up so small. It literally is like a lightsaber. You know, you can pull this thing out. I feel like Han Solo here, or, you know, Luke Skywalker. But it's very cool. So let's talk about how long will this thing last. So I've got my lighting solution. Let's just have this thing, you know, sit here right now. So on low, it will go 65 hours. That's 40 lumens. That's not too bright, but 65 hours is a long time. On medium, it really goes up to 250 lumens, but it won't go for 17 hours. Now we're starting to get into realistic usage here. But when it hits that 17-hour mark, it actually drops down to 40 lumens and it'll go an additional 3 hours. Now on high, we double that. It goes up to 500 lumens and that will go for 6.5 hours. And that'll get you an additional 3 hours after that on 40 lumens. So, you know, you can get 9.5 hours on with 500 lumens stacked in there with that, you know, 3 hours of things. So again, it has a 1-year warranty, so that's okay. So let's talk about some of the pros and let's talk about some of the cons of this. I'm taking this out camping, so we'll really put it through the test in 2 weeks, but a couple of the pros I see is, you know, it's really innovative. What it can do, its size, its flexibility, its waterproofing, being able to move things around, it's not static. A lot of motion goes along with this. I really like the size. It's going to fit my new deck system extremely well. Again, we talked about size. What are some of the cons? Well, I will tell you my big con of this is price. This thing's expensive at 159 bucks. That's pricey for a lighting solution. I mean, the Devos 2000s are, you know, very, you know, a lot bigger, but, you know, about 100 bucks more. But if I'm in a backpacking and I have compact space, car camping, this is ideal. So with that said, again, this is the Out-Tas Telescopic Light. Again, I got links in the bottom. It's not that complex of a product, but man, is it innovative. They're really stretching the boundaries of what you can do, how they package their products, its capabilities, and then, you know, its application capabilities, not just for what I do, but in all kinds of other areas. I've got big hopes for what this is doing in conjunction with my other lighting packages that I use. Again, that's $159. There's some links below. There's a $10 off coupon you can use as well. Again, my name is Robert Sherburn with Sherburn Outdoors. If you got any value out of this, please click that like button. Don't forget to hit subscribe and click that bell to be notified when we got new content out. Everybody have a great day and thank you for your time.